Hi, this is Daniel Hooper from 1% Property, coming to you with your first weekly market update for 2023. It is Saturday the 7th. Not a lot has happened over the last 7 days or the last fortnight because obviously the Christmas holidays. There were only 88 sales in the last week. There were none locally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what happened in 2022 with the property market locally especially, and then I'm going to look at what I expect to happen in the coming 12 months. So in 2022, the market peaked locally in April. That was when prices hit their highest, around $1.3 million in Kedron as a median. Rates started to increase. Rates have been increasing obviously fairly quickly. They are still going. We do expect them to level out, I guess, sometime in the next 3 to 6 months, hopefully sooner rather than later. Consumer confidence hit its lowest point in 30 years in 2022. That's a massive effect on the property market because if people don't feel confident with what's going on, they're not going to purchase property. We saw that hugely in the local market. Locally, prices dropped significantly. In Kedron specifically, they peaked at just over 1.3 in April. In November, at the end of November, they were $1.080 million. So it's a $230,000 price drop locally on the median price, which is significant. It's 17.55% from April to November. So that's obviously quite a lot. But if you zoom out a little bit, you take it into perspective, the growth in 2021 was 45%. The growth in the 3 years leading up to April or leading up to November 2022 was closer to 100%. So although it has been a fairly significant drop in recent months, that is following 3 years of meteoric growth in prices locally. Investors are exiting the market. They have been for the last 2 years. This means less rentals, which means obviously we're having a rental crisis at the moment, so less rentals is not good. It does mean that rents are increasing, and I expect rents to continue to increase. The construction industry obviously has been having massive problems as well since COVID. That's created two things. One, it's difficult to find builders to actually work on projects. You know, some people are saying they can't find builders who will start a build within 18 months, which means if you buy a house that's sitting empty for a year and a half and then another year and a half build or year build, it could be 3 years before you get to move into your property. It's also very expensive. It's much more expensive than it used to be. Now that collectively has been making it obviously a lot harder to sell renovators and blocks of land. Not a good market at the moment for properties that need a lot of work done to them. On the flip side of that, nicely finished homes that are ready to move in and need no work have actually held their value quite well. We're still getting really good prices for those locally compared to properties that need a lot of work. What to expect in 2023? What are the themes we're going to see in the local property market this year? It's going to remain a buyer's market, certainly, I think, for the majority of the year. It's certainly potentially going, I think it will start to level out in 3 to 6 months, but I do expect some more price declines over the next, certainly the next 3 months. Rates, I believe, will stabilize before the end of the year, hopefully sooner rather than later, because obviously that has a big effect. I think once rates stabilize, I think consumer confidence will go back up. People will have less of the unknown. They'll know what they can afford and what they're going to be paying on their repayments. They're going to be less scared of rates going through the roof and suddenly them not being able to afford their home, which is a big fear that buyers have at the moment. I expect things to start to look more positive in the second half of 2023. I don't think things are going to go back up for a while, but I certainly think they're going to level out. We're going to get more into a stable market rather than a declining market. I believe the construction industry over the next 12 to 24 months also it's already started from my conversations with builders, but it's going to improve. Prices are going to go down. Accessibility is going to go up, which is obviously going to make it easier to then sell properties that need a lot of work or blocks of land as well. The rental market is going to remain extremely tight. I don't see a fix for that, certainly not with what the government's doing. I think that's probably going to be an ongoing problem for the coming years, which does mean rents are probably going to continue to go up. In the long term, I'm very, very positive on Brisbane. I think it's got a lot of really, really positive fundamentals. All of the development that's happening, all the infrastructure that's going in, the Olympics, interstate migration, people coming to Brisbane. I think over 5 to 10 years, property's going to do fantastic. but certainly in the short term, it's going to be a rough road. At 1% property over the last couple of weeks, lots and lots going on. I'm sitting currently in our brand new office, which is located on the corner of Castle Street and Gympie Road in Kedron. Just set up as Kedron's only real estate agency now, which is exciting for us. Over the last couple of weeks, 24 BB Street in Wavell Heights has got unconditional at $925,000. Number 5 11th Avenue, just here in the Kedron Avenues, is under offer. We sold that off market after one inspection. 72 Imbros Street in Nunda, that is also under offer. 95 Brook Street I put under offer last night as well in Windsor. So still a lot happening over the holiday period, but certainly the big focus was obviously on opening up the office, which we're really, really excited to now be right here smack bang at part of the Kedron community. On the market at the moment, we still have 61A Broughton Road in Kedron. Massive house, big block, very, very private, very, very good condition. That one's on for 1.4. 67 North Street, also in Kedron. Again, good sized house, needs a bit of work. It's on for 950. It's on a 600 plus block, elevated. It's a great property, great street. North Street's very, very sought after. Coming soon, we've got 31 Armentieri Street in Kedron. Big home, big block. One of Kedron's best streets. That'll be launching probably in the next, say, 4 weeks. There's a few renovations that are finishing up there. 23 Glenhaven Street in Kedron. Again, 599 square meter block, 3-bed, 1 bath. It's got a big pool at the back. Elevated, it's a cracking property in a good location. 14 Evans Street in Kedron, that one's off market for the moment, but 4-bed, 2 bath, a 425 square meter block of land, good location. And 9/27 School Road in Kelvin Grove, very clean and tidy 2-bedroom apartment. So lots and lots coming up. If you have any questions, please give me a call, 0424 585 391, or feel free to pop into our office, which is 359 Gympie Road. It's in the same shopping complex as the post office and the subway. So we'll be around. If anyone has any questions at all, please feel free to stop by. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a fantastic week so far, and I hope you have a great weekend.